What's good, family? This Pimo, aka Jadea, aka Radical Right, checking in on you all one good time. So I'm gonna make a very special video tonight. One that's been on my mind for a while. I've just been trying to figure out and formulate the best way of basically saying this. But what I want to talk about is the top 5 reasons why every black male should look to get married. Okay, and I wanted to make this video because just to give you guys a little background. I think that there is, for young black men and black women, there is this idea of independence, and it runs really deep and really strongly in our communities. A big part of it is out of necessity, and I understand that, you know, some of us, because of the backgrounds that we come from, sometimes the situations we find ourselves in, our family circumstances, etc., you have to be independent. You have to be strong. You have to be all these things to navigate through life and not sink under the waters of turmoil and trouble, right, that come along with life. But in the process of standing on your own 2 feet, the temptation exists or arises to think that you don't need a partner. I mean, we've heard black men say that, you know, certain black men complain about black women saying that they're too independent. They want to be too independent, and this whole idea of not needing a man. And the same thing is true for black men. There are a lot of black men who think that, you know, I don't necessarily need a wife. I don't need a black woman in my life to do whatever I need to do. And granted, that is true for some people, right? And I understand that. But what I want to make sure that I make abundantly clear is the argument for marriage, because it's easy to look at, you know, your independence and you being able to do whatever you want to do as an incentive to not get married, right? You don't want to deal with the commitment, all this other crap, right? But what we want to talk about is an argument for marriage, okay? So let's get right into it. Now, I know that some of you are asking, are you married? How can you talk about it? Are you married? Are you married? Woo, woo, woo. Okay, no, I am not married. But I know that one day I will be married, and I believe that with my heart, you know what I'm saying? So I have come to the conclusion at the young age of 33 that marriage is essential. And I've had this mindset a long time ago. It's just that, you know, you have to kind of make over your mind in terms of what you want. I'm the type of person, I'm very goal oriented, and I have to have like a map, right? So I wanted to, since I have the map, I wanted to kind of share with you guys a glimpse of this map and kind of show you guys what this is all about. So with no further ado, let's get right into this. So number one reason why every black male should be looking to get married, okay, is it makes good sense from an economic standpoint, okay? Now, obviously, this can vary, okay? If you take a girl who whatever has nothing or has very little or is not educated, etc., then she might end up costing you a coin or two, right? She might cost, right? Cool, I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that, whatever. But when you look at the statistics, right? When you just look at majority of black women, you know, black women are the most educated women in America, right? So with that being said, a lot of black women have decent jobs. They're out here doing things. They have businesses, they're hustlers, they're going and they're getting it, right? So from an economic standpoint, it makes amazing sense for 2 people to combine their income under one roof, okay? And what this does is it eliminates what is for most people the most expensive bill every month, which is your mortgage, your rent, okay? Your house, your dwelling, the roof over your head for most people is the most expensive bill. So if you're able to get married, okay, come under the same roof, from an economic standpoint, you're saving every single month. Now you have money to do what? Well, you have money to live your life, to live out your passions, whatever those things might be. That might be investing, that might be going on vacations, that might be going out of the country. It could be all sorts of things. But the fact of the matter is that you have money, you have some extra money, okay, to kind of maneuver and do certain things with that you can use as a unit, as a family. And that becomes very powerful, a very important incentive to get married. Because I remember I spoke to a gentleman, an older black man, who had been married to a sister for years, and he told me that he wasn't even able to save any money until after he was married and him and his wife came together. That's when his savings started to kind of grow, okay? Now, understand that a lot of black men, some black men, a lot of black women, some black women are financially independent, right? And they don't necessarily need the financial support. We get it, okay? I'm talking about in most instances, okay? But this is an important factor, okay? And the thing about it is this, is that even if you have the money, right? You don't necessarily need somebody to support you or whatever. You're comfortable, right? All by yourself. Don't be shallow. Don't be shallow. Like, who does your money benefit, right? Basically put your money to use in a more respectable way, in a way that is going to basically give fruit. Because here's the thing, you helping your wife, okay, supporting her is going to do what? It's going to help to create a very warm and loving family environment. She's going to feel secure. She's going to feel safe with you. She's going to depend on you. And I think, in my opinion, okay, that a woman should depend on her husband. A woman should depend on her man. And that kind of balances the natural kind of role between a man and a woman in such a way that love can flourish. Now, I'm not talking about a woman using you for money or no crazy stuff like that. I'm just saying, in general, most men who are marriage-minded, they don't mind taking care of their woman, okay? Period. Number 2 reason, and this is a huge one, guys. Number 2 reason why I believe every black man should be looking to get married is for stability. Stability. You know, a lot of our foreparents, like the Temptations said, they were rolling stones, okay? If there's one thing that's missing from a lot of the lives of young black people, young children growing up, it is this element of stability. Children lack the stability. And what I mean by that is not just the financial, but we're talking about the emotional, the spiritual, etc. stability, okay? When a man takes on a wife, that woman and that man take that vow before God to support one another, to love one another through thick and through thin, okay? This means that you're going to always have somebody in your corner who's going to be kind of like rooting for you, kind of believing in you, having faith in you, helping you, talking with you, loving you, doing all the things that you need someone to help you do, to help lift you and kind of bring you up into a higher place, a higher frequency, so to speak, from a mental standpoint. Very important, okay? Also, too, in the element of stability, you got to remember that in the context of marriage, you create an environment by which a family can thrive. Okay, that stability, this is the way that it's supposed to be done in the context of marriage, okay? You're able to provide a stable household, not only for yourself, but for your wife, for any other children that you guys would have. It's very important, okay? And again, you're gonna always have somebody that's gonna have your back. And that right there is reason to get married. And also this lends itself to help you guys to know that as a man, you can't just marry the girl that looks good. You can't just marry the girl that has the physical attributes that you're looking for. You gotta look for the woman that is able to actually feed your soul. Does that make sense? This woman has to, you know what I'm saying? When she come around you, bro, like, it's just gotta be a certain vibe, man. I really believe that, like, the right woman for a man, bro, you could feel her before she even opened her mouth. You could feel the energy coming off of her, and you are in agreement with that energy. You know that everything coming out of her lips, bro, is positive, it's encouraging, it's to uplift you, it's to breathe confidence in you, bro, and it's to help you to better yourself from an emotional standpoint, a mental standpoint, etc., bro. I'm talking about a real rib. You feel me? A real rib, okay? That's what I'm talking about. So don't think that, okay, I'm just gonna marry whatever type of woman and she gonna give me stability. No, you need to make sure, like, you should already know ahead of time that this woman is gonna help to bring you that emotional stability. She's gonna contribute and add peace and blessings to your life today. I'm trying to tell somebody, all right? The number 3 reason why I believe every black man should be looking to get married is because of the implications they have on our communities, okay? The implications that they have on our communities. You know, it's just a good look, okay, for you to take on a queen, okay? For you to hit the corner, you know what I'm saying? You pull up, whatever. you hop out, whatever it is, and it's you and your wife. You understand what I'm saying? Not you and your girl, you know what I mean? Your little, excuse my language, but your little bitch and all that other stuff, you know what I'm saying? Your baby mom and all that. Nah, bruh, your wife, you know what I'm saying? The community knows, no, that's not his little piece. That's not his little booty. That's not whatever she is, okay? Whatever they calling it, that's his wife, bruh. That's honorable. Even the word of God tell you that marriage is honorable, you know what I'm saying, in a community. And I believe that our future generations need to see, okay, healthy representations of what it looks like, you know what I'm saying, for a black family to function, to move, what a healthy black marriage looks like. Bro, I can tell you right now, man, it's one of the things I'm most grateful to God for is for the example that my grandparents set. My grandparents was married 60 plus years before my grandfather passed away, okay? And me growing up as a youngster, seeing how they maneuvered in the house, seeing how they loved upon one another, just seeing them do little things together, you know what I'm saying? Seeing my grandmother the way she respected my grandfather, seeing them in the kitchen cooking together, smiling together, laughing together, joking together, etc. Man, I can't tell you, it's such a blessing, you know what I mean? And I know that seeing that had a positive influence on me, okay? So our future generations need to see, they need to know what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? Our communities, you know what I'm saying, need to know what it looks like. Because you never know, you don't really know who's watching you, right? You know, there's some young child, 8, 9, 10, 11-year-old child, teenager, you don't know what they're going through. But you making the right decisions today can positively influence their thoughts, their mental processes, to the point where they can realize that this is possible. You know what I'm saying? They might be at school, they might be here, there, wherever they at, and they might be seeing something that's not good. They might be seeing bad examples, but when they see you, that's what's going to give them hope, okay? And our communities are worth it, okay? So from that standpoint, on a grander level, okay, every black man should be looking for a marriage, in part because of its implications on the community. Number 4, I love this reason right here, man. This one, I love this right here, man. The number 4 reason is what? A 6-letter word called growth, okay? There's a saying that goes behind every strong man, behind every strong black man, is a strong black woman, right? Why y'all think that is so? I'm gonna tell y'all why that is so, okay? You have to understand this. When you enter into a marriage, right, that's a commitment. You take an oath and you commit for the rest of your days to love this woman, to do right by this woman, to treat this woman with respect and dignity. I'm trying to tell somebody today, when you have another human being with feelings, thoughts, emotions, feelings that is depending on you, I'm talking about if you don't do right by her, she ain't gonna have a good day. And her not having a good day is gonna make you not have a good day. You just, everything is messed up if you don't take care of this person. So a smart man, a wise man gonna do what? A smart man, a wise man gonna learn his woman. And he gonna know how to make her days happy. You know what I'm saying? He gonna know how to feed into her. He gonna know how to fulfill his word. He gonna know how to fulfill his commitment. I'm trying to tell you today. And if you are able to fulfill your commitment with your wife, if you can fulfill that commitment every single day, day in and day out, I got this woman happy, I got this woman smiling, I got this woman laughing, I got this woman in here, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? All of the above. If you can do that, that means that you can apply those principles out here in this world with no problem. You can fulfill your other obligations in life. You know what I'm saying? If you're able to learn your wife, guess what? You can learn your coworkers. You can learn your environment around you. And you can understand how to treat people in a certain type of way to gain favor. I'm trying to tell y'all today. This is the reason why men who have powerful wives, I'm talking about strong women, they know how to get on their wives' good side. They know how to, you know what I'm saying, maneuver that situation. There's other situations that they will also be able to maneuver in this world. Okay, so marriage is the ultimate. You know, I was thinking about it when I was thinking about this. It just shows, excuse my language, but y'all know how it is. You know what I'm saying? We men up in here. You know what I mean? It shows that you have balls, man. Like, it shows that you ain't no sucker. Like, that's, to me, that's the ultimate. Like, to say in your heart, like, I'm gonna control myself. I'm gonna commit myself to this one woman, and me and her gonna rock it out for the rest of life. That right there, man, come on, man. That's an honorable thing. And not from the standpoint of like, okay, she gonna be good regardless how I treat her. I'm gonna treat her any type of way. No, I'm gonna do right by her. I'm gonna treat her right. I'm talking about, boy, come on now. Somebody need to talk to me. And you fulfilling that oath right there every single day, man, you could fulfill every other oath in your life. I'm trying to tell y'all that. Growth, okay? That's the number 4 reason, man. I love that one. I love that. And the number 5 reason, this is an important one to me as well, is that I believe that marriage, it basically allows us as the black family to seal our legacy, This is important to me because, listen, like, you know, we're African Americans, like our history is real, right? And I mean, not just our history, but we have a lot of naysayers in our community. We have a lot of naysayers outside of our community that like to point the finger at us and say, look, you know what I'm saying? Just like even the KKK, they believe that black people are inferior because they're wild and they're lawless. And I'm not saying that that's what we are, but that's the mentality that they have about us. People start believing in these stereotypes, right? And a lot of times it's even black people who believe in these stereotypes. So when you go and you get married, you seal the deal. You show the world, nah, this is what I'm about. This right here is what I'm about. I'm about that good life. I'm about that family life. I'm about that, come on now, man. This is how we respond. This is how we should respond when the world tells us that we're something that we're not. We should be able to go out and say, you know what, I'm going to show these fools what I'm really about. I'm going to show them that, hey, man, I got the principles. I got the right mentality, and I'm going to go out here and live my life according to the laws, statutes, and commands of the Most High God in righteousness. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard. It's not difficult to love somebody today. Now, listen. I know a lot of people I know there's black men who've been listening to this and they're saying to themselves, well, brother, you know, it's not easy to find good black women to be with, woo, woo, woo. And look, bro, that's a whole nother video, and I'll be lying to you if I told you that it is necessarily easy to find them, because it's not. You know, we got a whole multitude of issues, right? And walls that have to be broken down sometimes before we can actually get to the point where marriages can actually happen. In a lot of instances, not every instance, but in a lot. Okay, but this video is not talking about that particular thing. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. The top 5 reasons why every black man should be looking to get married, man. I'm gonna recap it for y'all one time. Number 1, economically, it just makes good sense. Number 2, stability, okay? From an emotional, spiritual standpoint, it makes sense. Find you a good woman who can speak to your soul, who can encourage you and be a positive influence in your life. As well, along the lines of stability, marriage is the perfect context, and it's supposed to be the only context for raising a family. It sets the tone, and it kind of creates an environment of love and warmth whereby your children can thrive. Number 3 reason is because of the implications that it will have on our community. We have a younger generation that we owe these younger people to be able to show them the right way of doing things, because a lot of our young kids are growing up in dysfunction and they need positive examples, positive role models. Number 4 reason is growth, man. Man, if that didn't pull at your heart, man, I'm talking about if that didn't encourage you, if that didn't inspire you to go out and find you a woman that challenges you to be a better man, come on now, somebody talk to me. If that didn't encourage you, I don't know what will, man. Growth, balls, okay? Commitment, do that. All right, and the number 5 reason is gonna seal the legacy, man. We get to respond to this world and show them what we are about, okay? So, the rest is gonna be up to y'all. If you like this content, be sure to subscribe, okay? Of course, smash the like button. Comment below. Y'all don't be bashful. Comment below. Tell me what y'all think about this topic, man. I think it's important for me to have this video, to make this video tonight. And I hope that this helps somebody out there. I hope this encourages somebody out there tonight to have hope, man, to have faith. You know what I'm saying? To make it a priority. You know what I mean? It's cool to have your goals, brother. It's cool to have your goals and have your thing going on. But along the way, I'm trying to tell you today, you need to keep your eyes open, bro. You got to realize that the Lord gave you a set of balls, bro. You know what I'm saying? You get a certain age, them things drop, right? You need to drop your balls, bro, and go on ahead and, you know what I'm saying, get on something, you know what I mean? In a respectable way, though, is what I'm trying to tell you, in a respectable way, with marriage in view. Because these 5 reasons right here, these 5 things, they're highly important, man. They are highly important. I pray peace and blessings upon y'all. Until we try to get in this PMO, aka Judea, aka Radical Right, checking out on you.